Today is a very special episode because today we are going to be officially announcing the Parallax Genesis, and I'm going to be giving you the inside scoop of everything you need to know. And of course, we're also going to be covering what's going on in the markets and some updates on some of our favorite projects. Now, first things first, we actually just launched this on Twitter, and I'll go ahead and play the clip just in case you didn't see it. Now, first of all, I gotta say that for all the people that supported the Parallax, from the beginning, even up until this point, I really do appreciate you because we've been working really hard on our NFT for quite some time. And so I'm really happy that you guys get to see the first glimpse of it. And there's gonna be a lot more coming real soon. Now, the first question that a lot of people ask is, what exactly is the Parallax NFT? Now, over time, I'm gonna be releasing more and more information on what the Parallax Genesis is, what you can expect from it, and some of the benefits from it. But from a high level perspective, just to keep it real short, basically the Parallax itself is a media company, right? And our goal is to inspire and educate people building in the Web3 space and people who are also collecting NFTs and collectors in the Web3 space. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to build a very tight-knit community of people that love this stuff and are passionate about it for us to connect. Obviously, as a media company, we want to continue our operations. We want to hire more people, create amazing content, not just on YouTube, but every single platform that we can touch, depending on who we can hire. And that goes to, let's say, website, blogs, newsletters, going on TikTok, right? And I'm open to any platform that has attention if we can find the right person to help us do it. Not only that, but when it comes to the community, if you are in the Parallax Discord, if you're not, go ahead and check the link in the description to check it out. We're really trying to build and foster a positive community where people are more uplifting, not toxic, trying to help each other when it comes to alpha, investing in NFTs. And of course, we're going to give you those whitelist opportunities that we've given in the past. But not only that, but I also plan to have the Parallax be doing a lot of in real life events and be at major NFT events like NFT NYC and so on and so forth, right? And so with all those benefits and features kind of put together, I just want you to understand that the overall arching goal of the Parallax is really just to inspire others, right? It's to uplift people, to help them out navigate this space because, there's a lot of, I would say, darkness in the space and a lot of people who are not necessarily honest. For the Parallax, I'm trying my best to build this brand on honesty, and hopefully you guys see it in my videos where I give you my honest takes and just honest opinions on everything, right? If that's something you want to get involved in, learn more about, we are actually giving away whitelist opportunities for people who are active in our Discord. So if you want, go ahead and check out the Discord to learn more about it, see if it's the right fit for you. And just so you know, there's going to be a very limited supply, definitely going to be under 1,000. The official number is not announced quite yet, but spots are going real quick. And one bonus thing is that, technically the Parallax Genesis is more of like a utility pass for a media company, right? It's an opportunity for you to support and get more involved in a growing media company that's really just starting out, right? It's kind of like if you were to invest in Mr. Beast when he had 20,000 subscribers. That's kind of like how I see it. And I plan to be, something like a Forbes or Hypebeast.com, but for the NFT and Web3 space. With all that being said, we also have a really cool PFP, right? Honestly, I didn't necessarily have to create a PFP. Like I could have done a 3D spinning card like many other people do, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But I really want to create something that, I would personally want to rock as my personal, picture profile. And I want to create something that the community would be proud to represent. And because I'm a really big fan of anime and I've learned that our community, the Parallax community, really loves anime too. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do my best to create the best anime PFP possible for the culture, really, not because I have to, because I want to create something special for you guys. And also, to actually create this kind of art, I am the art director for it. But I'm actually working with a authentic Japanese artist in Japan, which he doesn't even speak English actually, and that's how Japanese he is. And we're working together and we are putting this all together. So shout out to him. The artist will be revealed sometime in the future. So far, personally for me, I'm really liking it. I love using it as my personal picture profile, and it seems like a lot of our community members like to use it as well. Definitely something you should check out if you are interested in the Parallax Genesis. Moving forward, the next project we're going to be talking about is going to be Goblin Town. So the first thing I got to say is that I was completely wrong about Goblin Town. This person, El Professor, which I believe is going to be the marketing manager of Goblin Burger. So I'm not exactly sure if he's officially part of the Goblin Town team or if he's from Goblin Burger, which is also part of Goblin Town. Honestly, because it's everything's anonymous and everyone's speaking Goblin, it's not really clear what's going on, but somehow he's involved, right? He actually cut up this video, which I thought was pretty funny, of me talking about Goblin Town, and he just cut it up to make it look like basically making a fool out of me. Because I said I was like, this is like a meme project, this and that, and I think it's gonna go down. And I think the price was like 1.7 when I said that, right? And what ended up happening is that Goblin Town right now is 5 Ethereum floor, which was something that a lot of people didn't expect, right? And even a lot of people who were like trading and flipping it, they were selling it at like 2.3 ETH. So I was like, well, that's the top, and I'm completely wrong. So it just goes to show that no matter how long someone has been in the NFT space, no matter how much they seem like they know, they can be completely wrong, right? Nobody gets it right all the time. So I shout out to this person, El Professor, for making that video and having fun with it, because there's a lot of projects where I might be very objective. Maybe I'll put out the facts and it doesn't make the project look that appealing, right? And sometimes people kind of attack me on Twitter. They'll be like, oh, this guy's ugly, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And it's like, all right, well, that's cool, right? It is what it is. People will kind of act like that online, and it's fine. But for this El Professor guy, which I thought was really smart, is that he made a video about it, spoke in Goblin, was actually pretty polite, and he actually said that he loved my videos. He said, keep it up, and he critiqued my critique in a very professional way for a Goblin, which was kind of funny. Definitely like that the community keeps it positive. They're not saying like, oh, Patrick doesn't know what he's talking about. Blah, blah, blah. It's just like they have fun with it, and I think that's what the space is all about. If your project is good, you don't really need to kind of attack people just to prove that your project is good. You just need to kind of just say your point and move on, right? So I appreciate that about the community. It seems like it's pretty positive. Seems like it's pretty funny. So why exactly is it F5E? Personally, I'm not exactly sure. If I knew, I would have bought it like a long time ago, right? Looking in hindsight, when we really think about it, the art itself, it's not everyone's taste, but it is higher quality, I must say, for a meme-like project, right? It does take some level of effort, believe it or not, to like put these traits together and to create something that kind of hits hard in the market. And I really feel like the team itself, which I don't know anyone on the team itself really understand the market sentiment that they would create this kind of project during this time when everything's down, and they would do it in a way where it's free and like it's pumping up, and like they really understand how the market works, right? So definitely smart marketers behind this. I don't know their history. I don't know if they did rug pulls in the past or they're completely legit. No idea. But they definitely are smart marketers, and they understand how to use market sentiment to drive attention to a project, which I can respect. My prediction moving forward is I have no idea. Could it drop? Yes. Could it keep going up? Yeah, dude, I literally don't know at this point. If somebody in our audience, in our community is in contact with the Goblin King, whoever's the founder of this project or founders of this project, I would love to interview them, and I could speak Goblin to them on the Parallax and do an interview with them if that's possible. I'm following along with this. I don't know how it will go, but it's definitely an interesting case where I was proven wrong, and there might be more to the community than I realize. All right, so the next project that we are going to be talking about is actually a new mint that just recently minted, and it's going to be Rare Land NFT. Now, when we're going on the Rare Land website, there's really not too much to it. There's like this leaderboard. There's these daily quests, which you actually need a Rare Land NFT to unlock. What was actually cool about this project is that the mint was free. So it seems like a lot of projects are doing that free mint meta right now, which is pretty good, especially because the floor is 0.15, I believe. So pretty good for a free mint. And there's going to be 10,000 in the collection. Now, why this project is interesting is because what it is basically the NFT. They say it's like a ticket into a VR world. So you got to put on the Oculus VR headset, and then you're going to use your avatar and play in these games. So, I mean, I don't know a whole lot about this project, but my guess is that they probably have some kind of funding, or maybe they self-funded it for a while to actually build a VR world. And because maybe they have some kind of VC funding, or they have a lot of funds, that they can build all these things without asking for any money, just to get users into their ecosystem, right? Because a lot of times, if you think about it, a lot of startups have to pay a lot of money to acquire users to use their product, right? And even if they're paying a lot of money, it doesn't mean they're making money. If you are taking a different approach and you're saying, hey, instead of charging people for an NFT and like trying to get them to buy our thing, why not just give it away for free, like a lead magnet, right? All these people come in for free. Some people will convert into actually people that will want to be part of our ecosystem. And then we just acquired all these people for free. Whereas in the traditional world, we might have to pay a lot of money to get them, right? And that's just a different way of looking at NFT business models. It looks like there's going to be some games that you can participate in. This one is a dance in Rare Land. So I guess you kind of watch these guys from Attack on Titan, and I don't know where these other enemies are coming from, but it seems like, you put on your AR headset and you're supposed to dance with these people, I'm guessing. Then you earn some kind of token or reward for being part of that community, or for actually playing the game. And like maybe depending on what score you get, you're going to get, different rewards for that. There's not a whole lot of information available online. They're going to say they're basically saying they're going to review more over time. From the general gist, what it feels like is like they're probably going to create a lot of different mini games within the AR world. And then maybe it's dancing, maybe it's like sword fighting, or whatever the case is, and they're going to be kind of targeting that niche that's really into anime. So if we're looking at the art itself for free mint, it's pretty good. good, right? It's definitely one of the better free mints that have definitely come out. There's not like a whole lot of different traits that they have, which is totally fine because the avatar itself, it's not really the main focus of this project. They're probably more focused on developing the virtual reality games, but I would say art is pretty good if you're kind of into the anime stuff. So yeah, if you're interested in VR, you want to just learn about a project trying to innovate in the space in some way, check out Rareland. The next project I'm going to be talking about is going to be a new one called For the Culture. Now, basically the icon here is for the middle finger. Okay, so how I heard of this project was this guy, Sean, who is one of the co-founders of Project Gojira. He said that this person, Sibel ETH, is doing this project called For the Culture, right? So basically she's putting together a project where it's 5K supply, it's a free mint, and it's minting tomorrow. So by the time you watch this, you know, it already minted, right? Basically what's gonna happen is that you mint a thing, and then this person, or she's gonna give you 0.01 ETH when you mint instead of actually paying, and that's how it works. So it's a pretty peculiar project because according to this conversation with my other friend, Double Q, she's gonna have to spend 50 ETH to give, literally giving away 50 ETH, right? So, which is quite a bit of money for a project. Now, this is interesting because when you think about it, for a free project that pays you to mint, what's going to happen is people like me and other influencers are going to cover it on YouTube and Twitter and things like that. And they're going to talk about like how this is a very interesting concept. What's going to happen probably is that a lot of people are going to buy the project because they're like, wow, you know, like a project that pays you to mint, so interesting. I don't know what the royalty fees for this project is quite yet, but I'm guessing that they're going to have some kind of royalty fees, and based on all the volume that they potentially can get for a mint that pays you, they probably will make their money back and then some, right? Very interesting concept if you have the money to do this kind of project. Very interesting. It's a very cultural project, right? And that's why they call it For the Culture, because it's almost like a social experiment. So I'm pretty interested to see how it goes, especially because somebody is paying you to mint it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be great for everybody, because let's say this project is really high and then the floor gets really high. The people that buy it for a high price, if the floor drops from there, they're going to lose money, right? But the people that mint it, of course, they're going to win. Things kind of only work when it keeps going up forever. But again, nothing goes up forever. You know, you have to be very mindful of that, right? Personally, I don't know the intention behind this person, but it doesn't mean that they're all giving, right? Because other ways to make money on the back end, for example, royalties or using that status and then doing something else with it. I don't know this person this well, but if this project is interesting, maybe we'll do an interview someday. So I'm definitely watching it closely just to see what happens, right? And so with that said, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to join the Parallax Discord, follow me on Twitter at Patrick Dang, and I will see you guys in the next one.